Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hello, everybody. This is Guess Who, Spirit Medium Laura, and welcome to the show, which I will be doing mediumship. That's connecting with those who've transitioned to the world of spirit, the other side, or the afterlife. Psychic messages about your own life. I call those life readings. I would possibly do some healing. I believe I have at least one person I know of in the queue is waiting for healing, and anything else that might come up that is in the intuitive, spiritual, psychic realm. And so there is a website for the radio show. It is called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you'll find 4 different things. You will find a sale on a private session with me, 25% discount. That's item 1 described there. Item 2 is how to be in to win a private session with me. That's by joining the mailing list at spiritmediumtv.com. So if you're interested in being in the contest to win, just join the mailing list there. Jumping the queue is item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. That means if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. And that donation goes in part to help animals. And then the 4th thing on spiritmediumtv.com, the 4th item at the very end or bottom of that page is a live video feed of me revealing my face to you, which is funny. No other way to say it. It's just hilarious because you get to see me looking silly in front of the camera. Anyway, also on that page, other information like when the show is done live, which is Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern U.S. Time, and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern U.S. Time. Also, the phone number to call in for readings is 347 US 945 5849. That's also on the Blog Talk Radio link for this radio show, which is blogtalkradio.com/spirit-medium-Laura. So after I do a focus subject, which I was about to do here, I do a channel group message, and then I go into a preference for other side connections. That's mediumship, healing. So that should be about 15-20 minutes into the hour. And then I go from there to a mix of different kinds of sessions with you guys. And I want to thank you all for coming here today. And hopefully you will find it as rewarding to be here with me as I find it to be here with you. Okay, so I always have a focus subject, and I allow Spirit to lead me to that synchronistically, like what's going on now that would be of interest perhaps to other people. And today's focus subject will be how to get over someone. This could affect you in many different ways. It could be any kind of loss, actually, but mostly in the area of relationships and love, and also grief and loss of a loved one. I'd like to generalize it a little bit because when you have a loss, it really, it's just as traumatic to lose a loved one who hasn't passed away as it is to lose a loved one who has passed away. There's just a finality to the have passed away loved one that makes that situation a little unique, but in some ways also allows you to heal easier because you know there's no chance of that person coming back. But one of the tricks that our mind and our heart plays on us, if we've had a breakup from a soulmate, for example, is that we could also entertain the thought, woulda, coulda, shoulda, maybe if that person comes back, maybe we could work it out again. All those little mind games that we play on ourselves sort of at times prevent us from moving forward to heal and find someone new. Because there's always inherent in a relationship this whole idea of, oh, if I did it this way or did that way. So I'm going to give you some ideas today about how to utilize a past relationship to love again versus remain entrapped in the illusion that it needs to happen, that specific relationship needs to come back again. So as I was fooling around looking for that, I happened upon an article by a PhD in psychology, Dr. David Broucher, Braucher, and he had written an article which is online in Psychology Today. On my website for this show, spiritmediumtv.com, I have a link to this article, which starts out with how to get over someone. If you're listening to this show at a future time and you want to refer to the article, and it's not on the website any longer for this show, it might not be because I'll run out of room, just go to the right sidebar of this website, spiritmediumtv.com, and there would be, under the video, there's a field that you can search in, and just put in the term how to get over someone, and you should be taken to this article, and in the article is a link to this reference I'm about to make. So Dr. Broucher in this article makes a wonderful insight. At least I thought it was kind of wonderful. Not that we haven't thought of this, you may have thought of this already, I may have thought of this already, but it is a reminder then that when we're in a relationship, our feeling loved is not dependent on the other person loving us. It's dependent on how we defined that. It's dependent on us. We created the interpretation and the definition. So in effect, we created the love. When you can see things that way, you realize that you are not dependent on that other person, be that person in spirit world or on earth or wherever that person is, to give you love. You no longer have to wait to be loved by that unique individual. That you create the love. You create it. So you think about that relationship or relationships, maybe there's a few of them, and you think about how that relationship made you feel. And as you explore those feelings, you might notice, well, oh, I felt love then, and maybe my self-esteem needed to grow, okay? Because maybe that person made me feel loved, but in effect, I had to learn to love myself. So that's why that relationship is valuable, not because I need that person to love me, but because I need to learn how to love myself. So in each relationship, we have this golden nugget of growth. And if you get the growth, you can get going. You don't have to stay stuck forever. Get the growth, get going, moving forward, and also understand better what it is that you needed from the relationship. Give it to yourself. The more you can give to yourself that which you thought the relationship gave you, the more healed you become. And here's another golden nugget. The more capable you are of finding new love. Because the more you embody the essence of love within yourself, the more you learn what you got, what you needed from that relationship, the more you learn how to give it to yourself, okay, the more you'll be able to attract love in the future. So let's just focus in on one idea then. The idea of, oh, that person made me feel, fill in the blank. Okay? I'd like all of you to just take a moment to think about a relationship that you've lost and maybe that you're still hurting over. And this could be anybody. It could be even a parent. It could be a pet. Think of how that relationship made you feel. Pick one feeling, one thing. There you go. And now what I would like you to do is make a note to yourself to start giving yourself that now. So if that person made you feel loved, perhaps beautiful, perhaps a princess, perhaps special, start giving that to yourself now and realize that you are the one that embodies that. And that frees you up, that empowers you, that releases you. And there may be many layers to it. It may not just be one thing. It could be many, 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 many things. But the more you see that, the more you realize that you are more in command of your future than you thought you were. Another thing that to think about is, like, imagine that you were a chef and you created a beautiful dish, a beautiful casserole, for example, from a recipe that you'd mastered. And think of that casserole as your last relationship. Okay, so there's a recipe for that relationship. There are components that go into it, right? Now think about that for a moment. If the chef wants to recreate that casserole, aka your love relationship, that chef would have to find the ingredients again. Okay, so we might have to find the scallops and the cabbage and the condiments and the olive oil and all the things that went into it. Okay, but when you think about it, nothing is exactly the same. So each time that casserole is made, it's different, a little different. But the ingredients needed for the dish are there. And so same thing is in love, that when you create a new relationship, a new love, and you are the one creating it as a chef, that even though you may find the same ingredients, if it's a woman to a man, oh, tall, dark, and handsome with money, who treats me like a princess, whatever your ingredients are, that relationship, to be valued and to really have meaning to you, you need to understand it will be different. Just like the casserole won't be identical to the one you had yesterday. And when you can appreciate that, and you can see the benefit that it isn't the same, a couple of things roll off from that. Okay, one thing that rolls off from that is that you have something to look forward to, a new adventure. Okay, it's not going to be the same old thing again. It's something new. And we as human beings always like something new. So that's one great reason not to go back to something that failed in the past, because you have something to look forward to in a new adventure and a new unique spin or connection between you and another person. A couple of other reasons, I'm trying to remember what they were because they were all flittering in front of me at the same moment. So we have something new to look forward to. Something fresh, something different, something new. And also, if we've healed aspects of ourselves, we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to be in a relationship that's nurturing us on that level. We can be fresh, we can be real, and we can be who we are now in a new relationship that reflects our current self. So even if you've lost a spouse that you were with for 30, 40 years, the person that married that spouse is evolved, and albeit both parties that remain in a long-term relationship mirror the change in the other party. That makes it fresh, that makes it new. You don't remain stagnant. If that person does pass away, one of the things is your current self, the self that had that relationship, has been changed, has evolved. And now you're free to attract a new experience. So new experiences in and of themselves are desirable because they can fit you better. Okay, and they're exciting. They're exciting. It's a new adventure. So those are some ideas about constructing a new relationship for yourself so that you can love again. And there's an article on my website. Just go to the right sidebar and search for how to get over someone, and you'll find the article. And also, we're going to do a little exercise on that. But I think we'll do the exercise as we enter into the group message, because I'm going to be making a group message. And so when we go into the group message, we will be doing a little exercise, and you can use this exercise for relationships or anything that you want to create in your life that's new. So I want to make it broader because as many of you that are listening or that want a reading or what have you, that need a healing or maybe have a money question or job question besides a love question. Okay. All righty. And then we'll follow that with some channeled group message, and then I will get to the phone lines. Okay, so I'd like everybody listening to please sit back in your chair, uncross your arms and legs. I'm going to take off my shoes so I can do the lotus position. You didn't know that, did you? But when I read on the show, I'm always in the lotus position on my chair. Makes me concentrate better. So just sit back, uncross arms and legs. And I'm not in a crossed lotus position. I'm in an uncrossed lotus position. And start to focus from your breath, from your abdominal area. Allowing yourself to completely relax and let go with those breaths. If you're doing this exercise on your own in the future, you might want to take a 15 to 30-minute mindful meditation to get really, really relaxed. And if you don't know how to do a mindful meditation, go to YouTube and search for one. There's many of them there, lots of instructions there. So just relax, breathing deeply from your abdominal area in an open body position. And now what I would like you to do is write down 3 to 5 things you feel you need in a relationship, or that you need in a job, or that you need for healing. 3 to 5 things you need, making it broader today. In a love relationship, it should focus in on your values and attitudes, your belief systems, not the externals, but the internals. Get to the essence. Write down 3 to 5 things you need. And if you're just doing this quickly with me, just see if you can jot down 1 or 2. And now, if you were on your own, you could visualize yourself for a longer period of time, maybe 10 minutes a day, in this relationship. If it's a job, in this job. If it's a healing, in the healed situation. That you're living out the parameters of the essence of what it is you desire. You can even record it if you'd like. Make it like a story. And make it long. Make it 10 minutes long, or just repeat the story over and over and over again so you fill up 10 minutes with that. So right now I'd like you, since we're doing the exercise, and you've taken a moment to think about what you need in a new, fill in the blank, relationship, job, healing, I'd like you now to just think about what it would be like. See yourself in that situation, having that new, fill in the blank something. There you go. And now, on a regular basis, on a daily basis, it is recommended to take a meditation, a mindful meditation. 30 minutes a day is great. If you can do 10 minutes a day, that's pretty good, but 30 minutes is better. And then follow that with your visualization or your story. You could play it back, a recording you might have made of your voice, of your ideal life in this new situation. And you'll see that Spirit will come in to lead and guide you and activate this. You do not need to worry. You do not need to make it happen. Just go about your business, and Spirit will come in. Okay, so that's all written down for you in that article. Again, the article starts out with how to get over someone, and you can search for that title on the right sidebar of spiritmediumtv.com. All right, so just give me a moment, everyone, to go into the channeling. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to again express the meaning and the nature of true connection to the all that is, what we would call love, but in the cosmic sense, not a human sense. Love is a universal principle of connectedness. When one understands that there is no top or bottom, there is no end, there is no beginning. When one understands that all is continuous, including the connection of energy, one begins to realize there is no separation between yourself and someone else. Each person connects and lives the same strife, the same struggle. So if you have a person from the past that you no longer love or are no longer in love with, it is important to understand that you are still connected on some level to that person. Nothing ever ends, nothing ever begins. All things always are. And so therefore, it is important to always frame things within a positive way so that you will always understand that negative is merely a figment of your imagination and that there is only positive that can occur. Through positive thinking and positive outlook, one will perceive and pervade a positive result. It is important to always keep one's thoughts in the positive realm then. And even as you reframe a relationship and understand it was there for the value of growth, you must also add to that the understanding that that person deserves love as much as you do, that you will never be able to attain love unless you eliminate any resentment from the past. We use the word past to simply mean the events that occurred already. For in the realm of spirit, there is only now. There is no past, there is no future, there is only now. And with that understanding, one understands also that there is only connection. There is only connection. You cannot disconnect, you cannot reconnect. You have never lost anyone. And you will never find anyone. All there really is the one. And we are an aspect of the one. We are an aspect of you, of your souls, of your higher consciousness. We are not separate from you. We are part of you. And we want to remind you that each and every day, in each and every way, as you step forward into the now, you carry your consciousness. And within your consciousness, inherent is healing, happiness, and evolution. Namaste. Well, that was interesting. I had no idea they were going to talk about that. Really didn't. They told me something else earlier. Well, yeah, they said it in a way. They said they were going to help implement change in your life and release of suffering. So that's one way to do that, right? Okay. And so thank you, Susie, honey, for getting those lines. There seems to be a couple lines that were dropped. I'm going to go to Catherine, who's waiting for healing, as I will give that priority since there's no other side connections. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, thank you.
Sure. So 415, is that like the San Francisco area? 415?
It is Bay Area.
Okay, Bay Area. I don't know. What do I know? Bay from Schmay. I don't know anything. I'm from New York. I still haven't been to San Francisco. I've been to a lot of places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never been there. I've been to Seattle. I used to work for Microsoft Corporation, believe it or not.
Wow.
Been to Southern California.
That's where I was born. I was born in Seattle, so I know that very well.
Oh, good. So we have to heal you from that because you'll never get over that experience. I'm only kidding. All right. So
out of the rain. I had to get out of the rain.
Out of the rain. You were getting mold and mildew. Okay.
Yeah.
In the coggles of your brain, and you tried to get rid of it with too much caffeine, and all it did was screw you up, and you moved to the Bay Area. Okay, so here we go. Catherine, 415. Hold on. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at you, love, and see what we get energetically. Okay, so I get that your heart is twisted up over something. You kind of, ironically enough, have a love issue going on. Would you agree with that, please? There's something to do with love and matters of the heart. Would you agree with that?
Well, maybe not a romantic issue, maybe in general love issue or childhood or something, but not a romantic thing, really.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have cleared that. I really have cleared that. Past breakups. I'm over that.
Okay. Well, what Spirit is telling me is your heart is all twisted up over something. That's the first thing I'm getting for you. Your heart, it doesn't mean necessarily love, male, female, or male, whatever, homosexual, heterosexual, doesn't really, but they don't mean that. They can mean in a generic way, but your heart, let me see if they want to tell me anything else. Your heart is all twisted up over a matter. It seems to be a loss that you've had, lost in the family, but other people that you've known as well. I don't know what they mean. I'm going to just allow this to go a little bit, and then we'll see where we come. I just want to see, because usually I ask what you need the healing in, but today I'm going to see what they say, the guides. This is for Catherine, 415. You're very emotional in your approach to life. You don't let go of things easily. There will be a new beginning for you soon, but you don't know really where to start. Now, I don't know why you do not. Okay. You will be told soon how to go about this, but first you need to let go of what you think is important. You need to let go of what you're holding on to, because it's only getting in the way of you moving forward with your life. A good way to, now I'm interrupting Spirit, a good way to think of this is if our arms are filled with holding on to something, we don't have, we have to let go to open our arms, right, to get something new. So you're holding on to something, feels like you sense it, you think it has value, but it's only going to screw you up in the long run. And let me see if I could get anything else. Let me see if there's anything going on in some of the chakras. There's also some self-esteem issues, not feeling deserving. Let me see what else. Okay, so they take me primarily to heart issue, heart area as an energy center, and it's all to do with self-love first. Also, letting go of what it has to do with money or a status, something in the community, something that you do for earning a living that needs to be let go of because the practical doesn't work anymore for you. You do need to move to a higher form of expression, and actually expression of a different dimension, not physical. You need to move to an expression of a higher realm, spiritual realm, and then you're going to start feeling better about everything, and everything will flow better. Okay, so go ahead and tell me what you think you need the healing in.
Just that, to move up to a new realm. The whole, physically, it would be career-wise.
Okay.
I'm not making money what I'm doing now, which I don't. It's just like it's like an everyday job. It's not my passion.
Yeah.
And so moving up to a new area, but I'm unclear on that new area.
Okay, so they already said in a few clues is that the new area would have some. They keep saying self-esteem is integral to this. So we'll do a little healing on self-esteem. Just feel good enough about yourself that you're deserving of expression at a higher level. There will be an aspect of healing and helping in it, and it will be universal truth, or that you be a purveyor of universal truth principles to heal the masses as well as the individuals. You will be working with light and energy and seeing souls and clearing them of karmic boundaries or limitations, much as you're doing now in your own life. And so as you've healed yourself, remember you said that about relationships, and now you're going to be now you're going to be healing yourself in other areas, that this will be your turnaround, and you'll be a light worker of a sort that will be managing other people's stress and allowing them to relax, and what do they call that, resurrect, moving to a higher level, a higher form of self-expression. I want to look at the self-esteem pattern because that's the block. At least that's what they're telling me. But they still have me up in your heart chakra. I'm going to go to your 3 lowers and see what goes on there. Red's okay. The root is okay. You're grounded and you're financially grounded. Okay, going up to the creative or the sexual sacral. That's good. Going up to the solar plexus. Okay. So there's a little something there with mom going on, as if you might have been given ideas or values, and believe it or not, there's almost an anger on a subconscious level in you that you were handed values that you don't really believe in, but you swallowed them because you didn't. right? You didn't have the critical judgment to understand that they're really not right for you. One of the values, and this is right, one of the values, and this is the one we'll have to release today, is a value about money, that money can only come from practical activities. Practical meaning, okay? Practical meaning, earthbound activities that create sustenance for the body, but not sustenance for the soul. Okay, so that's a mommy value that was given to you without you even knowing it. And so we're going to do a little clearing. First thing I do is I send in beautiful yellow light into the solar plexus. You can do this with me. Imagine that you're sending in beautiful bands of yellow, sunflower yellow, into your solar plexus or midsection of your body, clearing that out. And now we're going to say it with the following message to you. From here on in, you release and let go of those value systems. You forgive those who unwittingly handed them to you, for they knew not what they were doing would be limiting to you, and understanding they did it only from their own fear-based wisdom system. We now release and let go of all of that. We now replace those values with a new sense of value. The value is sense of self, value in the self, value in the ability of the self to ascend to higher vibrational frequencies and begin doing the work of heart, soul, and source, which is the work of healing others as you have healed yourself. You may now begin this work. Start small, start slowly, start. You need to start and follow the path that will emerge as soon as you relinquish control from fear, okay, to resurrecting love of soul, of source. So we're reminding you, your guides, that you are a divine being of infinite power and strength, the ability to create your life in any way that you see fit. And again, we will say that the work should be of a healer. It can take the form of a therapist. It can take the form of an energy worker. It can take the form even of a writer that does one-to-many works that allows people to see and gain wisdom through the words that you write. Whatever the work is, it needs to be enjoyable for you, not harm anyone, including thyself. And when we say not harm thyself, we mean that you need to continue to pay your bills while you birth the new work. So it all should be very pleasant, and you just need to give yourself permission to do that. The self-esteem was hinged on this belief system that you're not good enough to make money off of anything but seemingly quote-unquote practical activities. But we as your guides are now telling you, you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have abilities. They're aching to be expressed, and now is the time to believe. Namaste.
Wow, that was a lot. That was great.
Yeah, God bless you, honey. And this is all recorded, so you can come back and listen, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, love.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm trying to hang up the phone, and there we go. Today, my computer's always a little gummy. I guess I have to have it fixed. Okay, I'm going to go to Veronica, who's been waiting extremely patiently. Thank you, Veronica. Hi, honey. How are you? Can you hear me?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, love. Okay, so where's 570? Where's that area code?
That's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. I like Pennsylvania. All right, sweetie. So go ahead and give me just your question. No background, okay?
Alrighty. I just need to know, why is my life such a mess for the last 2 months? Is there a blockage? Is there something I need to go through before I can see the end of the tunnel?
All right, let's see. Let's gain a little bit of insight and perspective on why this is happening. Now, first thing is to remind you and everybody else that everything that goes on in our life, we are creating. We always are creating it on a soul level so that we will grow. So there's obviously some drive for significance from the soul. That's just a standard answer. I haven't gotten to you yet, and I will in a moment. But if things are out of whack, we're always doing that so that we gain something. We gain some growth, some evolution, some new mastery of self. So let me just see something here. The name is Veronica 570. Money. Okay, so first thing I feel is money's hard to stay in your hands. Would you agree with that, please?
Definitely.
Okay, so most of the issues are revolving around that. I feel that you've had a couple of different jobs or in and out of certain work situations over the last few months. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes, I'm not working.
Yeah, and so that's the mystery that we need to resolve or solve. I also feel that you've had some work, one job, or one situation that was really fun, and that's what you really want back. It was sort of taken from you, and it feels very unfair. Just kind of slipped through your fingers, and I think it started this downward spiral, if you will. Does that make sense to you, honey, from what you remember?
Yeah, this is about 5 years ago, yes.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Ever since then, things haven't been able to get back right again. Spirit is trying to challenge you to take hold of everything, to not believe in lack, to believe only in yourself, and also to believe that work is there that you would love and create it then. Work is there that you would love and create it then. Do not accept failure, or better put this way, understand that failure is an illusion. There's only lack from the way you're thinking, not from what is available to you. And so the way out of the downward spiral, my dear, dear soul, my dear, dear child, Veronica, this is a guide speaking to you, is that you need now to slowly put the brakes on despair. And each time something new crops up that makes you think it's negative or bad or why me, you need to say, no, cancel, cancel. There's only good in the world, and there's only good for me. As soon as you do that, you're going to start seeing the opportunities that are there for you that before you overlooked because you were busy in the business of despair. It is a funny thing about despair, how it can occupy the mind, not allowing deeper thought, positive thinking to take form. Each of you, not just you, Veronica, but each and every one on earth suffers from the illusion of despair and lack. It is there for a reason, to help you understand your creative part of everything. You can choose to focus on negative, or you can choose to focus on positive. Your soul is now calling you to the task of positivity, looking at things in a positive way, and then going out and finding the positive aspect or relationship for yourself. In other words, work. In particular, we'll look at work. There are other things going on. Money and work is the primary one now. Get that solved, and everything else, including love and romance and everything else, will follow form of work. So we're going to give you some advice about that now, Veronica. One moment, please, while we shift to that channel. You're a very kind and loving person. You should be doing work where you're using your healing capabilities, even if it is just something where you are sitting and holding someone's hand and nurturing them. You will find work of this sort very shortly, but you do need, as we mentioned a moment ago, to have faith, to see it, and then to go get it and grab it. You will be having work where you will be helping another individual in a one-on-one situation. There will be opportunities to work in other ways where you perhaps might work with more individuals. But in fact, you're supposed to be a caretaker, a helper, and a healer. This is what you've come to Earth to do, and you can attract in work again that is blissful for yourself. Does this make sense to you, dear one?
Yes.
Okay, so you will be finding this work soon. You just need to say, every time the illusion of lack appears again, that this is an illusion, it is a ghost, it has no reality. The only thing that you know in your life is prosperity and bliss. This is your part and responsibility. When you do that, you will start to see the job we're talking about. We also want to remind you that there will not only be one opportunity, there will be many in quick succession, for with positive thinking comes positive flow. Namaste. Okay, honey?
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Akanche. I hope I said her name correctly. Akanche, did I say
hello, hi.
Hi, did I say your name right, honey? Akanche?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, wonderful. Are you calling from India? Where are you calling from?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful. Well, because you have a little bit of an accent, because your name is Indian, and because you called in on Skype. So I figured you're from another country.
Yes, that is right.
Oh, how exciting! I get to speak to you, and you're from India. Well, you should be teaching me something, not I you. What is your question, my dear? Just give me the question and no background, okay?
Okay, so I have been having a lot of career blockages. I just want to know why is that and how do you see me move? If there's any message on that.
Okay, career, you said? Career?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, let's see. Are you working in medicine, honey? What?
No.
Okay, let me just go then. Hold on. This is a Kanche. Okay. What I see is that for some reason or other, you have a block in your throat chakra. Okay. I feel that there was a lot of unkindness in your upbringing, and that you were told things about yourself that you would not have faith in who you are and what you're supposed to do. And it ends up blocking the throat. I mean, I can go to many different chakras, but right now I see it in the throat chakra. As if you were told not to express your ideas or self, that they didn't have any meaning, or they were not accurate or clear. Now, I know that's a big, broad statement, but I do need to ask you, can you relate to that, please?
Yes.
All right. Now, see, you're so...
And I've been feeling...
Go ahead.
That blockage for some... Yeah, I've been feeling the throat blockage for some time now.
Oh, okay, you feel it even. All right. So what we're going to do is a little healing on you so that you can move forward with your work, which I keep hearing is a healer and a helper. Okay. What is it that you're supposed? What do you do, honey?
I'm an advocate.
Oh, there you are. Perfect.
But also, yeah.
You're an advocate, but what would you say?
I also recently learned how to read tarot, so.
I couldn't understand that. You're going to have to say it a little slowly for me.
Yes. Oh, I also recently learned how to read the tarot cards. Oh,
beautiful. So I want you to know that you are a healer and a helper. Reading tarot and also being an advocate are aspects of that. You know, a lot of people don't realize, but being a spiritual counselor is a healer helper as well as being an advocate. So, but you're afraid to speak up because you were told your thoughts did not have value growing up. This is in your growing up situation. So what I'm doing now is I'm going into the throat chakra and I'm sending in beautiful blue light. And this is funny. They're showing me a picture of you as a little girl hugging your mother. Hugging your mother. Almost as if I'm redoing that for you. Redoing that for you. So I'm putting in beautiful light blue light, and I'm going to give you the following prayer, affirmative prayer, to help you clear this. You can do this with me, darling, at your throat center. Where's your name? Akanche now understands that she is a beautiful being of light and love, that all of her ideas have value and worth, that she has come to earth to work as a healer and a helper, a purveyor of light, love, and energy. She is now free to go about her life with a strong voice because she knows that this is her purpose. Namaste, namaste, namaste. God bless Akanche. She is now able to go heal and help, and she knows her worth as a being of help and healing. Do you have any questions, Akanche, or anything you want to ask or add about that, honey?
Does it show me move forward anywhere this year outside of my country?
Yeah, right. Okay, let's see. Will she be able to move out of her country? Yes or no? Feels to me, yes. If you, looks like there is somebody that can sponsor you into a different country. It feels like a relative to you. It feels like an older male, maybe an uncle or something, or a brother or something like that. So the answer is yes, but you need to find a relative or a friend or somebody that can sort of give you a helping hand to move forward. Okay?
Okay.
All right, honey.
I have spoken to somebody, but they haven't gotten back to me yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
They're the same person.
Perhaps it is a male that feels like helpful to you. A helpful.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I see that. I see that is what needs to happen. Will it happen? Hold on. It will happen over time. Just be patient and keep at it. A lot of things have to do, Akanche and everybody listening, with our attitude. We're not puppets. It's not like we are victims of destiny or victims of. We participate in creating things through positive thinking. So have positive thinking about that, my dear, and it will come to you. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Oh, that's always fun to work with somebody from a different country, especially India. I'd love to go. I would love to go to India. She wants to get out. I want to go, not to stay, but at least to visit it once, see what it's like. All righty, I'm going to go to Mike, who's waiting for a question. Answer to question. It's 210 area code. Hello, Mike. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, love. So do you have a question for us today? Or if so, just give me the question. No background, okay?
Sure. So I want to see if you pick up on the weight of my items in the move, if the number they have is incorrect.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Is the weight incorrect for his move? Yes or no, Spirit? This is for Mike, 210 area code. Well, hold on, I'm going to just be quiet for a second. Yes, it is incorrect. The weight is incorrect as you think. You will have to look it over. And how do you get out of this mess that you're in? You're going to have to look it over, see what they can do to help you with this without reanalyzing the whole pile. So what I'm recommending or what I'm seeing is there's something that was taken away from the pile. And that seems to be the missing thing. In other words, they weighed it when it was in the pile, and then it was removed afterwards. It looks like a big chest, or chest of some sort that's holding things. Have you removed anything from the pile, honey, that you can remember?
No, I'm thinking they may have had something additionally on the truck.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. So there's something.
The weight they say is just extremely off. It's like off by 1,000 pounds, and I'm just one person. Like.
Yeah, and I also can sense that they don't want to reweigh everything because it's too much work for them to do that. So you're in a very sticky situation because you don't want to pay that amount of money, and they're saying, well, this is it. Gosh.
Well, legally they have to. Legally, they're going to have to reweigh it. They would just take off my stuff and then do it again.
All right. Well, that's what. Yeah. All right. Well, I can see that it's a sticky situation. I can see a lot of resistance on their part. But if legally, you've already solved that problem. But the answer is it is incorrect. And I see there was something that was weighed with it that's no longer with it, with your items. It looks like a big chest of some sort that's heavy, very heavy. Okay?
Yeah, that would explain it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Alrighty, we're going to area code 941. Hello, who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. What do you need from us today?
Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
What I want to know is that I'm going to be seeing my first love on the
1st of the month. We're going to get together, and I have such grand feelings for him and would like to know if eventually we will get back together.
Yeah, it's a good question. You should listen to the beginning of the show because it's all about similar situations. Okay, give me the...
I came in at about 10 after. I'm sorry. I will listen, though.
No, well, it doesn't answer your question. It just gives you ideas about love. Okay, so what is that person's initials, please?
TM.
TM, okay. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on. Catherine, TM, yes or no? Is it going to go well for her? Yes or no? You're 941.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it will go very well, actually. Even though both of you have different, you've had different experiences since then. You have a lot of updates in terms of your lives and what you've done, and each of you come and gone and done many things. I feel that this will be very positive, and this, for somehow or other, wherever you both are at in your lives, still relates to each other, but in a new way, a very, very different way. The essence of the connection will be there. The romantic chemistry will be there, but with a new approach to it, and a better approach to it. So actually, I do see it as being very positive for the both of you. And let me see, a new start, a new beginning for both of you, coming together in terms of mindset, what you want out of life, a seeing of the same things that you each want, and a beginning that would be new, that would lead to something very special indeed. Now, why this is so, the only thing I can say is, well, there's a couple of reasons. 1 second. Well, the main reason is both of you want this. Both of you want this for yourselves, each of you for different reasons. Mm-hmm. But that both of you have arrived at different times in your life with slightly different needs, but the needs are overlapping. Both of you are looking for the same thing at this time, and you both feel very comfortable with each other. So I do feel that this will go along well. I do also feel you'll get along well with each other.
Beautiful. Thank you so very, very much.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye, Laura.
Bye, honey. Hey, Nathaniel, what can I do for you, my dear? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Nathaniel, honey, I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong button. Are you there? Okay. Do you have a question, or did you want anything, or are you just listening today, honey?
Well, I'm trying to, of course, move out of the desolate desert area, and I'm trying to get a car. I haven't had a car. I've been on the bus. And so I'm either looking for a way to Encinitas or out of town, or a job or a car, actually. And I rescued this cat about 6 months ago, and I gave her to the Humane Society because she had kittens. She needed to get spayed and neutered. But I put in a possible adoption on her.
Okay. Wait a second. Just give me your question, Nathaniel, please.
Okay. Do you see me moving out of the area soon?
Yes, I do, actually. I hear a big yes. That's unusual. Hold on for a second. Let me see why, Nathaniel. Well, everything always comes down to the self, right? You have to make your decision to do that. You have to get yourself going. You have to do it. When there's a will, there's a way. But I hear that you can do it. And it doesn't have anything to do with the cat or the car or this or that. It has to do with you just finding the way out. Now, you're on disability now? Did you get your disability?
No, I settled out a couple months ago, and they gave me a small settlement, and I ran through some of it, and I have some money for a car and a possible move.
All right. Well, there you go. So there you go. So let's just look at the employment, and then we'll finish with you, love. Will he get this? Will he get this employment of where he wants to be? Yes. In the location of where he wants to be? Yes or no? Yes, you will get the employment as well. So the answer is yes. You have the means, and go ahead and do it. Okay?
Well, thank you so much. You're great, Laura.
You're great too, Nathaniel. Thank you, love. Bye. Hi, Monica, hopefully you won't get disconnected. Just give me your question, honey, and no background, love. Go ahead.
Okay. My question is, I think me and my friends just broke up with each other because his mother is always interfering. So my question is, are we really broke up, or what do you see for my love life?
Your words were swallowed. You're asking me if you're really broken up with somebody? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes. Are we really broken up, or what? My love life for myself new?
Yeah. Well, I get a yes on the broke up. That you are broken up. There's no really going back to that situation, and you wouldn't like it if you could anyway. It's broken up for some very good reasons that are protecting you from further damage to your heart, soul, mind, and body. You will be able to move. Okay. Yeah, it's good that it's over, honey. Don't even go back. And it's not going to come back, so that's good too. And I feel that whoever it is kind of left. I don't know, either literally left the area you're in or just left you and your life and everything. It's for your best. It's for your highest good.
Okay.
You will find a new person in the near future. Hold on, let me see if I could get a detail on that. For some reason or other, there's an echo to my words. Do you have something playing in the background of my voice?
No, this is where I'm at work. At the work area. Can you not hear yourself now?
Let me see. Yeah, there's no echo now. Oh, no, there is an echo. I don't know why. All right, let me just go forward with the answer. New for Monica. New love.
Okay.
You're going to find somebody new, and he's going to just sort of like pop out of wherever you are. You're not going to have to work really hard to find him. The reason I laughed before is because they said he's going to just pop out from behind the bushes. And you don't really have to work too hard at this. And it's within 6 weeks to 3 months. Okay, so it's 1 month and 2 weeks, which is 6 weeks, or double that, which would be 3 months. It's not going to take very long at all.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I wish you all well on your journey through life, and I look forward to doing this again with you Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you would like a private session, just go to booklaura.com. If you put radio show in the event code field, you get 33% more time, which is the equivalent of a 25% discount. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.